Hello everybody, this is Rose here on another video. In today's video I wanted to cover what should you do if you have a car that has restrictions like a recall. So this car has a recall, but I was still able to make $1,200 with this car in cash, which was very good for the month of July, even though I couldn't rent it out to the actual guests who booked it. So rule number one, it's a high risk. Well, it's not really a high risk, but it is a risk. Everything in life is a risk. So yeah, it's gonna be a risk doing it, but unfortunately, if you have a monthly payment on the car, lucky for me I didn't have a monthly payment, but I just hated having the car sitting there, not making money in my parking lot. So first you want to let your neighbors know that you rent car for living if you live in a very family oriented type of neighborhood. So my neighbors tend to find out. One of my neighbors have some family member that came over for the summer and they wanted to go to Disney, different park, the beach. They didn't have a big car, and this car is a 7-seated. They didn't have a big car to really go have their vacation, enjoy their time. So they came to me because they know I do turo. They was like, hey, can we rent one of your car for like 10 days? So I was like, oh man, a car for the 10 days. She was looking for the Turo app. So I told her, you know what, I don't have, the only car I have is this beautiful Nissan Pathfinder I have. If you want it for 10 days, very smooth ride. This car is so sweet. It kind of drives like a actual luxury car. Somehow it's very smooth. It's not smoother than my Mercedes, but this is very smooth. And so they rented out for me. I charged them $45 a day, and then from there, that's some cash money I already cash out from that car from your neighbors. And then the only thing I let them know is this is just a friendly letting you use my car. It's not because I'm only letting you use it because you're my neighbor, but keep in mind, if anything happened, you are responsible for it. So for the 10 days, I believe they paid me $450. So it wasn't that bad. That's $450. And then after that, she came in and extended. I remember she extended it for like 2 more days, and then I ended up making $540 from the car. So $540 so far. If I had a monthly payment, it would have been covered for it. But luckily I didn't have. But that's $540 I made. So after the neighbor rented, they gave me the car back. I got the car back on the 23rd or so. And then this guy, which I'm going to show you, which is crazy, reached out to me. A guy that turo canceled his reservation, because his trip was supposed to start on the 5th, on the 27th, and then Turo, of course, canceled the trip. Turo canceled the trip because my car has a recall. It just says Turo canceled this trip due to a safety recall, and of course I wasn't gonna make money. So what I did, I end up sit back and wait for everything to pass by. Then this guy reached out to me. He was like, wow man, he was like 1 week away and canceled my trip. So I told him no, it wasn't me, it was Turo. And then I told him, hey, the car's fine, there's nothing wrong, because I did take the car to the Nissan. They gave me some type of paper that says my car is fine, there's nothing wrong with it. So that was perfect. And then now he said he was wondering after that, he was getting close. Then he reached out to me. He was like, hey, can I rent the car off the platform? And I said, absolutely, no problem at all. So from there, I end up talking to him. I end up talking to this guy over the phone, and I call him, and I was talking to him. Then he was like, I explained to him the car doesn't have any recall. My car is fine. The recall, as far as I know, they checked it. Everything seems to work perfectly fine. I can still rent out the car to you. And I asked him how much was Turo was charging him. Then he mentioned it was $700 because they got it for quite a few days there. They got it for like almost 9 days. Well, they got it for 9 days. So that was a long trip. So I told them, hey, if you want, and they still have my car right now as we speak. And then I told them, hey, if you want it, no problem, I can give you a discount. They said Turo was charging them, based on the invoice, Turo was charging them $784. And just like that, I'm like, man, $784, and I was only supposed to get paid $400 something. So Turo was making way more money than me. I'm like, man, $784. So they literally, it's like they split everything 50-50, and I'm supposed to be on the 75 plan. So I wasn't making no money at all. Turo was the one making the most money. So that was kind of crazy. So that's when I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and rent you out the car, but the only thing I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna need a verbal confirmation from you. I need you to repeat, to say, hey, I'm just borrowing this car from Rose as a friend and family, and if anything happened, I will not trying to sue him or trying to do anything crazy to him or something. So I had to get him to do a recording, and while I was at the airport leaving the car for him, I make him talk. I recorded our conversation just to have it for record in case anything happened. Right now everything is great. They're still on the trip, enjoying the Orlando lifestyle, and they're supposed to give me this car this Saturday coming up. Today is Monday, so Saturday the 6th I'm gonna go pick up the car from them, and which is awesome. And right there and there I cash in $650. So $650, plus the $540 that I make from my neighbors, that's $1,100. That's $1,190, almost $1,200. So I was $10 short, but still. But this is good money, cash money that I made on the car that was just sitting there that has a recall. And I intend to do this again, keep pushing it. Even if I have to promote it on Facebook, that's probably what I'm going to have to do. Because according to what they said, this recall is not going to be fixed until October. So you got the car. If you have a monthly payment, now you kind of have an idea what to do. Hope you find this video very helpful. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time on the next video. Thank you.